Thank you very much, viewers all over Zambia, all over Africa, all over the world. This is Federal Democratic Movement Party President, Pastor Joshua Conhill Matanga, one of the presidential candidates for 2021 in this tripartite and general election that Zambia is having on the 12th August this year, 2021. I just want to talk on a few things concerning the party manifesto and some of the packages that we have as a party for this country, for the nation, and for the people. As Federal Democratic Movement, FDM, we are very much ready to provide competitively change in the system of governance once the Zambian people feel that we like and we love this party leadership, because leadership is about competitively, because we still feel that there is a vacuum in the space of leadership in a country, that we have a little bit of a leadership crisis for the new generation. We know for these old leaders, they have done their part. We had the UNIP government and our first president, President Kaunda, did their part, and up to 1991. We had also the change of government in 1991 that we saw Frederick Chiluba under the MMD government brought in a number of reforms that we saw that there were transformational change in the country, and the MMD government that time, and we saw that brought in liberalized economy, as well as declared Zambia as a Christian nation. Some of them most of the tremendous thing that the Frederick Chiluba did for Zambia was the declaration of Zambia as a Christian nation that made us a country to enter into covenant. And we saw after Frederick Chiluba in 2001, his tenure of office came to an end. We saw Dr. Mwanawasa, State Council, being also the third Zambian Republican president, and he fought corruption, and the economy functioned well at that time. We saw after his death in 2008, there was a transition of power, and by elections we saw Rupia Banda also coming in as a president, the fourth president of Zambia. And in 2011 we saw the coming in of President Sata from the opposition under the Patriotic Front administration, became the fifth Republican president of Zambia, brought in massive infrastructure development, new road networks, and a few things on the provision of new clinics just to bring in development. And we saw in 2014 that we lost President Sata, and in 2015 we had the by-elections, presidential by-elections. We saw President Lungu became the sixth Republican president for the country of Zambia, and so the continuity to provide the completion of some of the infrastructure development. And in 2016 we saw a competitively crossed bridge of a tight elections that we saw the PF still took the day. And now we are in 2021, that we still need to see Zambia need to cross another bridge of elections to have a new leader that will provide a new resolution. Now, in the previous administration that Zambia had, there has been some achievement and some errors. So we as FDM and Federal Democratic Movement has taken note of some of the errors that our past leaders has done in the history of this country, and we need to see that this country need to take a slight change of shape in the system of governance, and a few reforms and political reforms. We need to see judicial reforms. We need to see transformation in the economy. We need to see new systems being put in place so that the young people that have been denied privileges to take up role of leadership come into leadership. We need to see corporate governance system. As FDM and Federal Democratic Movement, we feel that we need to bring in transformation economy, corporate governance system. A corporate governance system is a system which allows the opposition and individuals to incorporate their ideas with a view to better the way how the country needs to be run. So with FDM and Federal Democratic Movement leadership has incorporated corporate governance as one of the major roles that we help in to shape and change the country's leadership in the running and managing of systems. Because we still see that there are gaps that are still remaining that need to be filled. This is the reason why we as Federal Democratic Movement are saying we are going to change the economy of Zambia, bring in transformation, bring in new economic policies that will see that the owner of the country, the citizens, benefit fully from the wealth of this country. Unlike the system that we saw, the investors that bought the mines, they became wealth, a few people wealth, and the majority, the larger group of people poor when they have got the wealth that God has given them. I listened closely to some of the statements when President Kaunda was speaking on radio during the time of independence. He said the reason why we fought for independence, they fought for independence, the struggle for independence, why that they should have their one leadership, was that the wealth that Zambia had was used to build Harare. The wealth that Zambia had was used to build part of South Africa. The wealth that Zambia had was used to build Europe. So they said, let us make sure that this wealth can now build Zambia. And it's like all these years have been partially part of the wealth of this country has not been working for this nation, because during the UNIP government, according to our research, is that President Kaunda and the UNIP government spent much of the wealth, the resources that Zambia was making out of copper to support most of the African countries which were fighting for the liberation of their independence. So at that time we didn't do the development. And this is the reason why we see that when President Sata came into power, he said for a long time Zambia has not developed. So it landed us into borrowing huge sums of money to develop our country. And yet we had resources. Now when the MMD came into power under Chiluba, they did the Privatization Act in 1995, which saw that most of the companies and most of the mines have been privatized. So the wealth that was in our hands went into foreign hands. Up to date, the country still don't benefit. So we lost during the UNIP government, we lost during the MMD government, we still continue to lose. And with the coming of Federal Democratic Movement, we are saying Zambia shall recover from its lost glory, Zambia shall recover from its wealth. As we are going to also provide an agricultural revolution plan, which will see the country will run irrigation state farms that will produce crops, wheat, maize, soybeans, sunflower in 3 different seasons. We will be having irrigation farms, so there will be enough supply to produce. And because of these state farms, we're also going to have state companies. So direct from the state farms, we are going to have production of cooking oil. We are going to have production of sugar. We are going to have production of melamine, and these are some of the commodities which are making life hard for the people, because these are the commodities that are very expensive today. And this is how we feel. We are going to reduce the price of melamine. This is how we are going to reduce the price of cooking oil. This is how we are going to reduce also the price of sugar, because these are some of the amenities that makes life easier for the people. And when we come up with the state companies, we're also going to employ about 1.5 million job opportunity for the Zambian people, just on the state farms and also on the state companies, because Zambia lost direct investment income during that time. And this is the time that Zambia is going to recover back. So Zambia, you are going to recover. If you want to recover, you need to vote for FDM and 7 stars. FDM and JCM, which means Federal Democratic Movement, and Joshua Kony Matanga as your incoming president. You see, every political party feels that they are incoming president. So you talk your talk and you tell the people, this is what you feel about the Zambian people. So it is up to the Zambian people that who have got an NRC, they have got also a voter's card, that they will cast a vote for their best presidential candidate in this year's tripartite general election. So we as FDM, we are saying, if you are very much pleased and have confidence in us, we are going to form government. And when we form government, it will be called Federal Government of 2021, because every man has got confidence in his own view. So you need to have confidence in yourself before people have got confidence in yourself. In new transformation in the hospital, and to ensure that the lives of people are secured, because people go to the hospital and there is no drugs. They have to pay. They have to buy from go to buy from drugstores. The poor don't have money to buy, and how do you secure? So where does the money that is allocated the Ministry of Health goes? It's supposed to secure drugs and so, because that's the provision the government is supposed to do. So when such lapses are failing to happen, and a lot of people have got so much emotions to themselves, which means there's no honestness in the leadership. So we need to see that we as FDM, we are going to bring in changes. These gaps that are missing will bring them. Also in the education sector, 50% average education for the poor will give them free bursaries, because we need, the only way we can change the country and develop is having a developed mindset and educated mindset are priority. This is how Africa can change. This is how the world can change. Even it could be in technology, we need people that are well educated. So when they're educated, we need to give them jobs. Okay, we also come up with a system that will introduce every retirement package as low as 45 years up to 55 years, so that those that feel, say, I have saved and I need to return and get into business, we give them that priority. And this is so when those that make early retirement, that gap of those new jobs will also give others, because you have to share in the cake. Because what we have the same people working for a long time, which denies others to get a job. We have all the people that are holding on in offices. When the new breed are just roaming in street, the graduates, they don't have, because we have got a wrong system in place. And we are going to bring in a new system as Federal Democratic Movement. You youth of Zambia, now hope has come for you, because now Federal Democratic Movement is a party that has come now to redeem the youth and redeem the Zambian people. There will be no more monopoly in investment, where you see a very few people are very wealthy. One man is wealthier than a country. No, we are going to make Zambia wealth, the people wealth. We are strategizers in the investment. We are going to balance the marketeers. Your hope now has come. So stop crying as Zambian. The answer has just come. Zambia for Zambians. Zambia for Zambians. We are saying, our motto is saying, Zambia for Zambians. Zambia for Zambians. Citizens first. We at FDM and 7 Stars, we have come to redeem Zambia. We have come to redeem Zambia. 2021, we have come to redeem Zambia. So Zambia, you are redeemed. Zambia, you are safe. So vote for FDM, Pastor Joshua Kony Matanga, in this coming tripartite election, for a transformation change of the economy, for the transformation change of the running of the judiciary, for justice, for equal human rights, and also for equitably balanced information systems. So vote for FDM, vote for Joshua Kony Matanga as your incoming president. Zambia is fighting to produce a 7th Republican president. Mind you, you have the 6th Republican president, but Zambia must have the 7th Republican president. I have come on an open as your 7th Republican president. If you want me to be your 7th Republican president, then Zambia shall enter its rest. Zambia is a Christian nation. Zambia is a covenant nation. In the order of Frederick Chiluba and transformation, the man of wisdom, the revelation of God. Thank you so much for all you Zambians. We are a competent and a multi-reasoning political party. We shall bring a number of changes. We are saying bringing changes within the system of change. More information for you as we keep on going. God bless Zambia. Thank you.